Going on? Welcome to Totally Blitz Podcast. We in the Fight Club breaking down a hell of a week of boxing. We're starting off with Fulton versus Inoue, all the way over there in Japan, Tuesday, July 25th. And as always, go down, like and subscribe, comment your thoughts on the fight, your picks, your bets, everything going on this weekend, or should I say weekday. And as always, these are your hosts. I'm Paul, Pick and Win 'em Contra, and I'm joined with
What's going on, boys? It's Marcus Prime Time Penley, man. We got a packed house today. Yes, sir.
Hey man, flexing on these niggas, I'm like Popeye on this. Feel me? It's your boy Lil Kev, aka Kev Waterboy, the boy, man. And who else in this motherfucker today?
My first appearance, my name is Jamari, also known as JP, also known as Southpaw Runs Boxing. It's my first episode. Really excited for these two fights. Excited to get it going.
Hey, and shout out my dog, man. This is my low-key inside source, and I be saying my sources.
Damn. This is like the big reveal, man. That's funny.
Paul, we covering a banger today, my homie.
Yeah, and stay tuned if y'all want to talk Spence and Crawford after we break down this Fulton Inoue fight. We will be talking a little spicy on what was some people calling the fight of the decade. So stay tuned. But before we jump over there, let's get into some people are saying arguably a better fight, a more interesting fight. Who knows? But like Inoue, Fulton, Inoue, however you want to say it. It's going down to Japan, July 25th. Inoue moving up after going undisputed at 118. Now his first fight at 122, and he's fighting who I think everyone in here would agree is the top dog at 122, and Stephen Cool Boy Fulton. And I want to start hearing some of y'all's takes before we get into it.
So y'all could pop it off, man. I got a hot take.
All right, I'll go first. I'm going on Cool Boy Steph, but Steph by decision. We're gonna see something that we've never seen from him before. I'm excited for this fight. Kind of nervous because I'm a big Cool Boy fan, but
shit, man. I mean, I'm rocking with Cool Boy too, man. It's crazy because everyone's fearing the monster and the power and all this, but I mean, you think the same power is gonna carry up, and I mean, I also feel like Cool Boy is gonna be able to use his IQ, man, his range generalship. I think he's gonna be able to move around, stay slick, not really let Inoue press him, I guess. I mean, it's gonna be interesting, man. But I got Cool Boy, man.
I'm gonna have to step in and say, bro, did we not watch the same Figueroa Fulton fight where Figueroa?
I feel like that fight is kind of showing why I'm picking him.
Points. Like I know Fulton's got the nice little Philly shell defense and everything, but like when he gets on the inside, he does get hit with some heavy shots. So like Figueroa is the big dude. He is fighting at 126 now, but still, anyway, somebody whose power I think will translate. We'll move on. I think we're watching our version of Manny Pacquiao, low key, just Japanese style. But like,
he is legendary for sure.
The power. Even if he's smaller, started at like 108, 112. He started in small weight classes, but I have yet to see a hiccup along the way. And even if you say the Donaire fight, I mean, he rematched him and knocked him out in the second round, and like one of the nastiest knockouts of that year. So,
no, I respect it. I mean, so I'm kind of torn because I really expected to come out here and be like, "Yo, Fulton all the way, bro. He's Cool Boy for a reason." But I did some research. I found out that this man fucking Inoue got his fucking orbital bone fucking broken in a fight.
Crap. Jit broke his face.
And didn't even flinch. Bro. He tried to clinch for a second. It didn't work. And then this nigga went immediately back to, all right, bet we back to squaring up. And I was like, huh. This nigga must have been born and bred and raised by the Yakuza or something. Because this nigga just built different. You feel me? So
wait, how old was Donaire how old was that guy?
Donaire?
Boy, it was like in his late 30s.
It don't matter what his age.
So this guy in his late 30s can break his eye. Imagine what Cool Boy's just gonna, because like Cool Boy said, he's coming to Japan. He's not gonna get a decision. He's looking to knock him out. He's gonna hurt Inoue.
Facts.
And I think Fulton has a solid chin. I think he has a solid chin. I think he can withstand that power.
Mr. Pillow Hands is not gonna fucking break homeboy. Anyways, hold on now. This is
Hey, like you said, you know, he has power, but it's just, you know what I'm
But
saying?
he could put like persistent like pressure on him, which is gonna at least bring that power, bro. I think Fulton's gonna be able to either box from the outside, he's gonna be able to bring the inside. I think he's gonna be able to be going for
He's
the
gonna mix it.
knockout. Yeah, for real. I think he's gonna be able to like show different looks where he's gonna make Inoue more think and is Inoue make maybe push Inoue on his back foot or something. So the Inoue is not. I don't know, man. I think Fulton's gonna come with a good ass game plan, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you hit
as soon as
it on
Inoue
the
on the
head.
inside, it's over.
Facts.
Marcus, you hit it on the head, man. I think the two things that Fulton has to do is one, they have to come through with a great game plan. They have to see something. There's something that they can exploit. There's something they know that they're better at. There's something that they just know they can make shake, right? And two, Fulton has to come with a couple of different looks, couple of different styles. He can have that smooth, swift Philly style, like I was saying, really doing this thing. But there's times he has to go in there and put a lot of output on that boy. Like whenever he sees that opening, he has to take off and he has to go because if this goes to decision in Japan, you got to show that you're overwhelmed, bro. You can't really just sit down and be like, I think I did a little more, or I kind of like I had you got to really go in there and show your ass. So I think that's going to be the case. You can't really just play too much outside, but he does have to find his times when he can overwhelm him and then show that he is the bigger, stronger dude.
Inoue by KO is at plus odds right now, everybody. Fuck what Day is talking about. Plus 100 odds. Inoue get the knockout in front of the home crowd, in front of the seas of thousands and thousands of people. But I will give credit to Fulton.
Boy, Fulton.
Fulton had a great year in 2022. Went from no champ to double champ in 2022, and everyone's thought of the top guy at the weight class. So I gotta give him credit for that. It's not like I don't like the guy. He's just going up against the monster. Well, I call him the demon, and
literally the monster.
But when do like I was telling Kev this before the podcast yesterday? When do you see guys who are champions, especially American champions, unified champion, and presumably the A side against almost every other fighter? And he gets a fighter that's a 50-50 fight where both sides could argue who's really the A side, even though Inoue's the money side. Fulton's the actual champ. This is his weight class defending his belt. But I give him massive props. You'll never see other fighters willing to go to Japan to defend their belts. Like, that would have never happened. Fulton said, I want this fight to be made. So maybe that's what gives me some thought. Like, he probably does see something that he honestly thinks he will win. Because some fighters will negotiate their way to not to get to a fight because they probably don't think they can win that fight. And they'll use negotiation tactics to not get the fight basically happen. Fulton made this fight fucking happen. He didn't give
a I think Fulton went out and got this fight. He went out there and made
they find on ESPN. He went out of his way.
That boy called Al. He heard that he heard Inoue was going up. He called Al. Al gave the green light and said, "Hey, it makes sense." And boys handle that.
That shows, man. That boy believe in it.
I will say, if y'all got Fulton by knockout, it is sitting at plus 900 on DraftKings.
Oh, wow.
Fulton by decision, plus 400. If you're just talking straight up money line right now, Fulton's plus 250, Inoue minus 340. I mean, those are close odds in terms of boxing, but still a 3-1 favorite, plus 250.
Exactly. But here's the thing, Paul. I ain't even get my pick for real yet. See, look, I'm sitting on the fence when it comes to both. You feel me? And like, Fulton has a way to win, and they have to figure that thing out. This is going to be Inoue's hardest test, and I just genuinely think he's coming with the right tools for this test. So even though I'm rooting for Fulton, I hope Fulton gets the dub. I want to see that nice Philly style, just doing his ass for a little bit, and then him really putting the pause on him. I just think the fucking accuracy that Inoue has in the fucking fight IQ is really just gonna show that like that's what is transpiring. Because like he says, boxing is more than just hitting hard. It's more than being bigger and stronger. If he comes through with the chess game and he comes through and figures on Fulton out and starts stopping him, starts making him look crazy, and it's in Japan, I think Inoue decision. I like it.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go one step further. Plus 100 odds wasn't really moving me on the KO. So I'm gonna take Inoue to get the knockout round 7 through 12 plus 200. Now I'm happy. I like those odds. I do think Fulton's. I'm not discrediting his chin. He took some big shots from Figueroa. He was against the ropes, but he showed that he can get hurt, and he showed the fighter that like, oh, that shit actually hurt me. Now when you get Inoue, there's no way we're gonna go 12 rounds without Inoue landing of shots. Like there's gonna be shots landed throughout every round, and it's just I think throughout the second half of those fights, especially the body punches that Inoue loves to land on people, I think we'll see a second half knockout here. And but my official pick will be Inoue here. I'm shocked, Marcus. You betraying me on this, bro. Gator Boy, I didn't expect nothing out of you, bro. You're a Spence fan. But these just gonna turn your back and go to
nah, man, because I mean I started sitting on it. I'm starting thinking about how the fight is gonna play out. I see Inoue coming out the first 2-3 rounds swinging hard. He's in front of his home crowd. That boy is gonna try to get the knockout early, or at least try to hurt him early. I see Fulton dancing on him a little bit, getting side to side, just moving around, and then the second half of the fight, just kind of turning it up, pushing in the inside, boxing from the outside, making Inoue switch up his game plan, making him think more. But I don't know, man. I really like Fulton now. I think the confidence he's bringing, him going to Japan, nah, bro. I think that shit's gonna be tough, man. He's gonna bring that shit back home.
I would expect it, man. But there's just something about that boy Inoue when it comes to just his accuracy, his fucking pacing, his pressure, and he just hasn't looked like a victim at all in any of his fights yet.
So
yeah, not yet.
Oh my bad, JB.
Yeah. I was just saying, rocking with cool boy.
All right.
I have a question for everybody though.
Okay.
After this phone.
Okay. Wait, do you want me to say the over under, or you got a question first?
Go to your over under.
All right, over under for such a big fight set at 10.5 rounds. Do you expect the fight to go over? I'm gonna go my official pick under, and I think it's be a 9th round knockout by Inoue. Throw it to I think Kev. Kev already kind of gave out his pick, so Kev, you can give out officially.
Yeah, I definitely give it over, and it's going to decision anyway.
Inoue decision plus 240 right now for my bettors listening. Who wants to make the next pick on over under here? 10.5.
I'll probably rock with cool boy late round stoppage, bro. I'm going big dog. He's gonna defend his belts. He's gotta take it cutthroat style, man. Fuck what they talking about. Fuck the monster. Becoming big, man. It's gonna be a big legendary fight. He's gonna bring it home, and that's what it is, man. Late round stoppage.
Late round, you talking like 9 through 12?
Yeah, probably 9 through 12 or maybe 10 through 12.
Well, betting on draft on FanDuel right now, Stephen Fulton to win 9 through 12 by KO in those rounds plus 2,400.
Bro,
Yes,
when you said fuck the monster, I got the meanest. You ever seen that?
Nah, I'm just coming out heavy, man. It's all good, bro.
You ever seen that 50 Cent meme when he's talking about Floyd? He goes, "Why you fuck me?" First thing, mama. I was like, I feel like that's.
I fuck with the Philly boy, bro. That boy is tough, bro, and he got a fire ass playlist.
He like talking about some. Why is it fuck me? Tiafimo retired. Motherfucking B-ball beat Canelo. Why is it fuck me?
All right, Gator Boy. Last but not least, over under 10.5 right here. How do you see this fight going?
I'm going over. I'm going cool boy majority decision. I think the first 6 rounds, this fight is going to start very slow. They're both going to try to fight from a distance. Fulton's going to try to utilize the jab. He's going to try to out jab him a lot. He's going to throw that jab a lot in the first couple rounds. Little 1-2. He's going to keep it really simple at the beginning of the fight. Once Inoue starts coming in and starts really pressing, that's when Fulton's going to try to mix in some of that inside to work with his, with little body shots, little uppercuts to the ribs.
All right.
Then by the 8th and 7th round, I do see Fulton getting hurt in a late round. I do see it, and I think it's gonna be like a scare, but I think it's gonna be something like Saved by the Bell type stuff. I think it's gonna be like like okay, he gets hurt like the last minute of the round, then he fully recovers in the last 30 seconds. I mean, the last 20 seconds, then the last 10 seconds gets a surprise hit. He wobbles to the cage. He tells dang, I forgot his name. Forgot his coach's name. He says, what he hit me with.
I
You know
forget
what I'm
his
saying?
name too. I forget his name.
Bozzy. Wait, no. Wait, is it Bozzy in this?
Nah, I forget, bro.
He's in train by Bozzy,
Damn,
but
I was just seeing that shit earlier too.
but yeah, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, cool boy. You know, the coach takes the mouthpiece out of his mouth, says, "You got this. You got to do this." And he goes in. He gets hurt again.
I hope y'all go to Japan to pick y'all mans up when he gets dropped.
Nah, bro. He's gonna shock the world, man. He's gonna do it, bro.
So here's my question.
All right, real quick.
Ripping
Hey, Gator Boy's official pick is decision, and if you go bet that plus 430 on the odds.
That's probably the smarter decision. I'm just coming out hot.
Yeah,
I want the knockout.
Money right now, bro.
That's probably the more realistic. I mean, that's just what it is, man. That's what
I think Fulton's a better inside fighter. I think Fulton's a better inside fighter.
I think
Fulton's more athletic.
People are sleeping on his inside game for sure, man.
I'm not gonna be super surprised if he goes back to
inside body punch that drops Fulton, bro. And I'm gonna be like, y'all were the one telling him to fight on the inside.
I think he's gonna mix it up. He's gonna be outside.
Can Inoue fight on the inside though? Can Inoue fight on the inside?
I think so. I just don't think anyone
I've got to see it.
do it because
I don't think it's
the shots land.
Yeah,
it's just like
if it's happened.
Bye.
I don't know.
He's gonna be. I think Fulton's got fast hands, but I think Inoue's gonna be the faster guy. So I just think he's gonna be looking good on the exchanges.
We're gonna see, man. Philly boy.
Yeah, throw your question.
Philly got to close that gap. I think Philly has to close it in the late rounds. It's gonna stay very distant at the beginning of the fight.
Yeah. But
there's gonna be a lot of jabbing.
Facts. But
this
gonna
be free.
But motherfucking, this fight happens at 8 a.m. What is you guys' like perfect setup for a fight like this? That's early in the morning type shit.
I'm busting out the sake, boy. We going straight sake time for my boy Inoue. That's how I'm rocking this fine too.
That boy Marcus gonna eat a Philly.
No, that's sick, bro. I don't know if I could do that, bro. If I gonna have one pre-roll, I'm just gonna fucking wake up, pull up my phone, stay cozy in the bed for real, and then go outside and smoke one, man.
Yeah, right.
Cool. That's it. That's a legendary fight, bro. I'm kind of hyped that it's on a Tuesday for real.
Oh man, yeah. You know that one meme of Gojo beating up that one guy, that one black character?
Yeah, like the uppercuts.
Yeah, they said that's what Inoue gonna do to Fulton.
Damn. Nah, my dog can't go out like that.
Well, before we move on, I do gotta bring up because there's been speculation from that one angered reporter that's trying to say that Inoue might be on them drugs, or juicing.
What I do?
But I will say
that one.
He's never failed a test, and like until you can tell I see otherwise, I'm not. I think it's all excuses. It's copium.
Nah, definitely. If he only fought in Japan, that'd be a stronger case. I'd be like, okay, go see what USADA has to say about this. But like, this nigga's been to Vegas. This nigga's been to America. So like, nah. Put respect.
Yeah, they just talking shit because he's suited up.
The reporter, I don't. He's one of those misinformation. No, I don't trust him. Every time
very personal. It didn't sound like he was reporting. He was like, yeah.
It did sound personal.
Yeah, it sounded.
It's the same thing as these other. You know what I'm saying? It's just it's all biased. Just trying to paint Inoue as.
I bet you know what I'm saying. Anyway, in the room.
Even if Inoue was taking steroids, it's not gonna help him against Fulton.
He on some Nate Diaz shit. Remember when Nate Diaz was up there with Conor McGregor? He said everybody's on steroids. You're on steroids.
Yeah. I mean, everyone in the UFC is juicing.
Stop it.
Well, and also, I mean, the rest of this card, I unfortunately don't know much about them except for the co-main event. Robeisy Ramirez He's defending his WBO World Featherweight title against I'm not gonna butcher his name, Satoshi Shimizu. Which I'm calling Satoshi. But Rubiz Ramirez, honestly, he's
We're
probably
gonna call him Satoshi.
at 126, double gold medal Olympian. Yes, one of them was a robbery to Shakur. We can agree on that. But
damn,
still double Olympian. Beat MJ Akhmadov in the Olympics as well, and that one wasn't a robbery. So he's defending the belts. His belt. I kind of like him to win and left hand knockout as usual. He's just gonna his left hand cracks, and I expect this to.
I like his left uppercut.
I say probably might be early. Like we might have to be wait. We're gonna be waiting a long time, I think, because I think this might be like a fifth round knockout type shit.
Boy, gonna put on a performance early morning.
Oh yeah,
I want to see him against. I want to see him against the top, like a top 126 guy.
Facts.
I want to see him against the top featherweight.
I want to see him try to use.
I'm trying to think of someone, but I can't think of anyone off the top of my head.
After Cool Boy beats Inoue, I like to see that fight set up. You know, that's what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? That guy probably fights the winner.
No,
Sure.
well, if they move up to 126, I could see that. But if that doesn't end up happening, I would like to see him fight the Ray Vargas or a Lee Wood. And I think he can beat Lee Wood. Ray Vargas is more of a 50-50 fight. I don't know about that one.
Ray Vargas, I don't know what he's going to do. He was supposed to move up, but then he lost, and he was like, oh. He was supposed to move up to 130 permanently, then he lost, so he's just kind of holding the belt. Like, well, I still kind of have this belt.
Well, 130 is more open now because the Daddy Shakur has gone left.
Daddy Shakur.
Oh, Shakur, man.
Shit, but Rubiz Ramirez, I wouldn't fight Shakur again. But if he can put on, I don't think he'll eventually be up to maybe eventually 135 when it's all said and done. But I wouldn't mind seeing Shakur avenge his loss in the. But I think Rubiz Ramirez actually put up a good little test. He's very it's a good amateur run. He has good fundamentals and he has power behind his left hand. I think
Facts.
Robson Conceição was kind of able to get in there with him because of his Olympic his Olympic and amateur skill. He's good fun.
And he's super long too.
Yeah, but so I think unlike Robson, Rubiz actually got some power. So it would be a different test.
Words on the street say that Shakur moved up from 130 to run away from Robson.
Damn.
No. He moved up from 126 to 130 because when he moved up to 130 the first time, that's when Robson became pro.
Damn.
I didn't say. I'm just saying that's what they said.
That's what the word on the street is. That's the word.
I like to hear
2020. I don't know. It was around the time.
When Shakur moved up to 130.
He was a little too quick to vacate after he beat Gillette.
True.
He was a little too quick. He wanted to get a little out there. But we got to talk.
Just rumors,
Oh wait, we got something to say about the card.
Oh, I was just saying those are just the rumors about Shakur.
Oh, okay. No, but enough about Japan. We couldn't break it down more. We've made our picks. It's all official. We'll see y'all Tuesday for what is supposed to be a spectacular fight. But this is just what the appetizer. I don't even want to call it an appetizer. This is as if you're hungry as fuck. You're going to order 2 entrees. You got the steak and the lobster. So
it's some Olive Garden shit.
Yeah, so now we're going to move on to Saturday. And I'm happy Gator Boy's first appearance can be for this. If y'all don't know some background knowledge, it's been a long time coming. It's been I want to say over a good year, maybe a year and some change, where we've been knowing what team you're rocking with. And I was kind of learning the sport. Marcus was already Team Bud on his side. And so now we're finally, I feel like 2-2. We can go play 2-on-2 basketball, 2-on-2 right here. Let's see.
Oh, yeah. It's been, it was about a year ago since I first subscribed to y'all. I remember it was summer of 2022. Grant was like, because I used to talk a lot of boxing with KK's homeboy Grant, and he was like, and he was saying he know people, he knows his channel, he knows KK, and he talks about boxing. I was like, okay, let me see. Now I see, I'm like, oh, y'all talk about all this stuff. So I subscribed, and I watched the video. I was like, yo, this fight.
That's dope.
Then I met
That's tough.
KK in person. And you know what I'm saying? And yeah, that good idea of let's exchange numbers one day. Come on the podcast when Spence and Crawford. But this is when we think Spence and Crawford was gonna happen in like October, November. So it was like, okay, real soon. I'm gonna get on the podcast. Real
We was
soon.
fighting for our
We're
life
gonna
in
do
them
it real
comments,
soon.
bro.
Then the next thing you know, unfortunately, the guy himself, Terence Crawford, decided to announce another fight against an opponent that wasn't Spence. So I'm like, no, there goes. Well, we still have Tank and Ryan. That fight doesn't get announced either.
Long time coming.
So I'm
That's
like,
crazy.
dang, when is Terence Crawford gonna man up and take this fight against Spence? You know what I'm saying? He's a free agent. He's a free agent. You're a free
Spence
agent.
finally realized
no
that
boss.
was the B side, and Spence finally realized he's the B side, and he succumbed to my boy Bud's demands because he knew he had.
How does he have B side?
Hey man, we all gotta point it to Al Heyman, bro. That boy is a real fucking bad guy, bro. He's the one who sabotaged the whole fight.
Is Spence not the A side on this fight?
How is Crawford? Wait. How is Crawford? Yeah, how is Crawford A side if he has less belts, pulls less pay-per-view numbers, less tickets, and just overall is
Bud the A side?
Yeah, Spence is definitely the A side.
Is it?
Well, whenever the fight actually got announced, it's something. Spence had to come on the phone call and everything. Spence had to do whatever Bud wanted him to do. I don't know the exact 2 or 3 things that he was.
This thing of false spreading, misinformation.
Hey man, I do got one thing. I mean, Bud was the pound for pound fighter in the world, man. I don't think Spence ever touched that.
Fighting against who though?
Yes.
Was he pound for pound because he was an ESPN fighter signed for the company, or was he pound for pound because he was fighting great competition?
Nah, that's true. I mean, I feel like Bob kind of held him back a little bit.
Because we know ESPN is super unbiased with their pound for pound list.
Yeah, I don't know if you can really go off ESPN's, but I mean, I still would hold Bud at number 1. You could just tell who doesn't really matter who he's fighting when you can see the talent. That boy is different.
Well, I mean, I can use that same argument and say Tank Davis is top 10 pound for pound because he's fighting. Oh, look how he beats these guys.
Man.
I think
Tom Porter and Jose Benavidez, I think, are better names than anyone on Tank's resume.
I disagree with that. Hector Garcia is better than anyone on Terence Crawford's resume.
Nah, you sleep. Not
Olympic gold medalist. Come on, man.
Sean Porter, you tripping. Sean Porter.
Porter's cool. We are
runner-up for fighter of the year.
I would arguably say Sean Porter is the best welterweight. What happened?
I mean, Hector Garcia, he was runner-up for fighter of the year in 2022. He went on a crazy run.
Yeah,
that's true.
Because he moved up in weight and won a belt against someone they didn't think he would.
But I still wouldn't say that is over Sean Porter. Nah.
I think it's over Sean Porter. I think because he became a champion. He's also Olympian, Olympic gold medalist.
Tank also
more skilled than ever.
Instead of wasn't he at 130 when he won his belt? Yeah, Tank beat him at 135 instead of he made him move up a weight class and fought him.
Hector Garcia is bigger than Tank. That doesn't really mean that doesn't really. You know what I'm saying? It's the same. Hector Garcia walks on bigger than Tank, longer reach. But I was saying Hector's a bigger fighter, so we can't use the weight class excuses anymore. Hector's bigger than Tank. You know what I'm saying? He just fired he just had to cut less weight. You know, if anything that benefits Hector. Hector didn't want it to move up.
I respect it, man, but it's motherfucking strap season, man. How real did you think this fight was when you got announced? Because it took me forever to really sit down.
Bro, I've been waiting for this fight for like 5-6 years, bro, since like
me too.
2018. Yeah,
since I won the video. Since I won the really, if we get technical, 2017. But it was just an idea.
Yeah, technically 17.
That boy Spence.
Because Bud was still at 140.
Facts. You seen it come. You seen it bubbling. You seen it. You knew
they're like, oh, can Crawford move up and beat Spence? But this is before Spence was even a champion, so we're just kind of like, not really
that low key. low key, I will put it out. At that time period, I was heavy on Spence a little bit more. Like back in them early 20, that early 2018, 2017 like time period, even though Bud went undisputed or whatever, but I was big on Spence when that boy was it was really until like I don't know, I guess the car accident, I started leaning more Bud, and that's my guy. I mean, I seen Bud live. I mean, bro, that boy is different to me.
I respect it.
But Spence is like that. I don't ever try to downplay Spence for sure. But it's really in reality a 50-50 fight for me.
It's it's the fact that Bud's doing this shit out of Nebraska, kid. That's why I do respect because you're not coming from a place.
Boy got shot in the dome. Yeah, one to the dome.
And they let go on it. I was seeing the security footage on the documentary.
He drove himself to the hospital.
What? You said what happened?
He drove himself to the hospital after he got shot.
Yeah.
That shit is crazy. But like
shot back in the head and drove himself.
Boy, fucking different.
Yeah, he's built different. In any interview I've seen, I'm like, oh, he's calm, he's collected, he's ready. He understands it's gonna be the biggest challenge he ever go to, but he knows what he has to do. He has to go in that bitch and adapt. But my dog Spence, I'm right until the wheels fall off. I feel like Spence has to show that he's a big boy. He's gonna do what he gotta do.
That boy is a big boy. That boy's gonna be going to the body. That boy's gonna be trying to apply the pressure.
But he's gonna go to the body against Spence. I don't think he's gonna have success.
No, I'm saying Spence is gonna be going to the body. Okay. Yeah. I'm saying like because
he's gonna kill that body.
Yeah. He's gonna try to apply. He's gonna try to fight in the inside.
I wouldn't say Bud get hurt by body shots, but he it's not comfortable to him. Like obviously getting punched isn't comfortable.
The thing about Bud, he don't really like Bud can fight in the inside, but he really don't really tend to fight too much in the inside. Like he likes to clinch up sometimes, and he's more like counter shot, picking his shots. But I don't know if he should really fight too much inside. But he can fight the inside because he got a good inside game. And then when he's switching up his stance, but he's going to try to clinch up like with Sean Porter. He wasn't really trying to let him. He wasn't really liking when Sean Porter was applying that pressure. But what happened?
It was crazy. It was crazy as you were saying that because I was just thinking like how much success Sean Porter had on the inside. He was hurting Bud, having him cover up and wrapping up.
Yeah, that's what I would say. Bud do be like wrapping up in the inside, or like when. Like say Bud, when he's on the ropes, he's not really gonna sit there and bang with you. He's gonna try to move and he's gonna get out. So when Spence likes to come in and set the person, then he's gonna throw them shots in. I don't know, man. That shit's gonna be such a tactical fight. That shit crazy to break down.
This is gonna be excited. But Paul, man, you quiet, man. You just realized that Crawford's gonna have the biggest test of his life, and you're not so sure no more.
I know it's gonna be the biggest test. I'm not saying Errol Spence and Bud are 1 and 2. Like there's definitely at welterweight. There's no question that they're the 2 top dogs. And honestly, whenever Spence moves up to 154, I would say he's probably automatically top dog in that division. So I fuck with it too. I'm not saying anything about like this is gonna be some one-sided slaughter like Inoue Fulton will be, but
no,
I just think this is gonna be a good fight. But I just think Bud is whereas Spence has the edge where it comes to the bigger guy, the size and the power. Even though I've seen I just think technical sound. I just like Bud in the matchup. I just think. But like I can also see it going both ways because then I can see all that shit, all the technical ability get thrown out the window if Spence hits him with a mean body.
I can see Bud catching Spence coming in on a clean shot, like a counter shot. But then I could also see Spence hurting Bud and just unloading to the body and eventually really chopping down Bud for real. So I mean that shit.
Close boxing odds. These are the closest boxing odds I've seen to date, and it's Errol Spence Jr. plus 120, Terence Crawford minus 155. As of right now, a week out from the fight, those odds may move getting closer to the fight, but as of right now, it's split down the middle. Like it's right there. It could go either way. So I don't mind people making picks and everything. I just think it's silly when people really think one person's gonna go in there. treat the other guy like a punching bag. I'm like, bro, these are legit the two top dogs.
Nah, bro, this shit's gonna be some high level. Like, it might be the craziest shit we've seen in a minute. Honestly, that shit gonna be crazy.
I probably gotta buy this.
It really could be a trilogy.
I think so. I think it is gonna be a trilogy because no bullshit. This one could be a draw. So I mean, strap up, buckle up, get ready, mentally prepared because that shit could be a fucking draw. I could see some fuck shit happening like that. But either way, if Bud wins, if Spence wins, that shit's definitely gonna have a rematch, and they're not really gonna leave it. They ain't, unless it's a sweep. They ain't gonna leave it at 2. That shit definitely might be a trilogy. And it sucks that they waited
both ways.
It sucks how they waited a couple of years, bro, because now they're getting a little bit older. But man, that shit's gonna be.
I think timing is everything. The fact that Terence TC is a motherfucking free agent right now is perfect timing. You know?
Yeah, that's what really helped it. Look, I guess that's what Bob was holding it back. Bob and Al was beefing too much. They got smoked with each other. I mean, that shit was weird.
Mm-hmm. And that's real. And anytime Errol Spence need to get his promoter on the phone, he just calls himself. He just calls his voicemail. He go like, "Hey man, Errol Spence, I need your advice on something." You feel me? So
I don't think they have beefy.
That's fine.
What happened? I mean, I wouldn't say they got beat. I mean, they make other fights like Tyson Fury.
It's business. It's business. Because they just made Tyson Fury. They made that like 3 times already.
And isn't technically Inoue and Fulton Al Heyman?
Oh well.
Is Fulton with Al Heyman?
Yeah, Fulton.
Yeah. They're working together, but it's gonna be on ESPN Plus. Like they have full rights to streaming. I think.
They're not splitting shit.
I think Heyman just gets a piece of the pie, but they got like full streaming rights to
right. So like, I mean, they don't technically they ain't smoked like that, but I think definitely that was what was holding the fight back at least a couple of years ago, and then obviously the eye surgery with Spence, and then the car accident, and then Bud fighting, and that shit got messy, bro.
Well, I think Bud said himself. He said Bob is the reason the fight didn't happen. But Bud said it numerous times.
I'll blame Al too, man. Al was trying to fucking give this man a bullshit ass contract, knowing damn well he wasn't gonna sign that. Just trying to pinch him in the ass and put him in a corner where, like, all right, you look like you ducking. I mean, it is what it is, but at least that shit's here now, bro.
It's smart because they're using the like full advantage because Crawford,
leverage.
He's like, like, you know what I'm saying? He's not signing anyone.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? They have the belts. They have all the money. Crawford has no network behind them, so
definitely the more leverage. That's facts.
It's smart. It's smart. Who wouldn't? Because who wouldn't? If
facts. The business is cool though, but how do you guys feel about the trainers? I was watching All Access and Derek James, Errol Spence trainer. That boy fired up. That boy is ready to go. He almost went at it with Terence Crawford at the first press conference.
Yeah, them boys almost got.
What's up? I need to watch those. I haven't got around to watching them yet.
I only watched the second one. I didn't watch the first one for real.
The first one was good. I gotta watch the second one.
The second one, low key. The second one was fire because they showed when they was training. They be training and shit. I like when they training, bro. That shit gets me hyped. Shit made me want to go to the gym.
Mm-hmm. Like Kev, you in Florida, right? Like the same place that you are in Florida, right?
What, for this fight?
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna be in Austin, Texas.
Oh, okay. I
was about to say,
DreamCon.
Yeah, we'd have a fat ass fight party at my house if this went down like that. Because we still got on the other screen, we got Justin Gaethje and Dustin Poirier. So like, yeah, this shit's about to go crazy.
Do y'all think that the judging is gonna play? Dirty judging gonna play a factor here? Just people have some speculation I've been seeing on Twitter is if Bud really wants to win, Bud has to put him out because Las Vegas judging tends to like Spence or whatever. I'm just saying.
Hey man, Bud is on the street.
I do. I'll be unbiased. I do think if it goes to decision, it'll favor Spence a tiny bit more in the judging area. You know what I'm saying? I still think that Spence is going to convincingly beat him, but I think if it came down, I think it's more likely that they would give Spence split decision than a draw
Facts.
because it's an automatic rematch clause.
Yeah, that's true. I guess
So the second fight is already guaranteed.
Damn,
And if they make
it
that
really
second fight,
is.
then they can make
draw might
then
be
they
out the
can make
window now.
Yeah, I guess I didn't even look at it about it. Like the draw is out the window then.
Then if it goes to the distance, they can either and then if the second fight goes to the distance, they can either A, make it a draw, milk as much money they can for the trilogy, or
That's
B,
what it is.
just straight up give Spence the victory and says, Terence Crawford, we're done with you. Get out of here. Leave us alone.
Another layer to boxing politics I wasn't looking at. I didn't know.
That shit crazy, man.
But you know,
wool from my eyes, bro.
But it's just all conspiracy theory.
Facts. Hey, man, what do you guys think? Bud coming out orthodox or southpaw?
Orthodox. He always comes out orthodox.
Okay.
Usually by the third round, that's when he switches.
I was gonna say it don't matter if you use both.
Second round if he's too uncomfortable. Second round that means he's fighting a guy at least.
Southpaw, bro, because like you said, he always comes out orthodox. You're gonna switch it up on his ass. You know that they know that.
Nah, I think he is gonna come out orthodox and then eventually realize like, all right, I'm gonna have to switch to southpaw and trying to
I don't think
his ass.
If he goes southpaw, that's gonna. I don't know.
Nah, I think southpaw could favor him.
Who was Spence last southpaw?
2015, 2016, shit old, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I think Spence.
That boy gonna see a southpaw and be like, whoa.
I mean, he was training for south.
Of course, he gonna have sparring partners.
What the fuck is this?
Man, boy, damn, the jab looking a little different.
Mr. Krabs meme. He's like, whoa, this fucking.
Wait, who's Terence Crawford? Who's Terence Crawford fought southpaw?
His last fight. His last fight, I think.
Yeah, I was trying to think like before.
I mean, whatever you want to classify him as, but I mean, I'm pretty sure he was a southpaw though. But
also, Terence Crawford, he had busted gloves those fights. I don't view that as a fight.
Oh my
shit.
God!
Hey, they let him. They said, "No, you good, Brody. Send his ass back out there."
The busted glove.
Oh, he was good, all right, yeah. But there be no busted gloves to save him against Spence.
Back to Ken's original question, though.
Hey, man, Spence dropped his teeth.
I think Spence got the better trainer, but Derek James coming off the coach of the year or trainer of the year, you want to call it. He's got multiple guys at the repertoire in the gym working with him. They're all high-level guys. I love Bud's same team since day one type mentality and going to Colorado with the altitude. That's I love that.
Colorado.
Derek James is having so much better talent around him at his disposal, and like if you see like they're all pushing each other on those little workouts, like I feel like they're not gonna stop until literally one is gonna die because like they see the other one still doing it. So like I think that's gonna I think that it plays a big part in I think Derek James being the better trainer.
I remember I forgot it was either Spence or Ryan said. No, it was actually AJ. He said Derek James sits up a trainer that's gonna make you train on days that you want. Like he's gonna be spamming your phone to get out of bed to your house. Like even like on the days that you don't want to, like the days you just want to sit down, stay inside. Like let's say you go to the gym 4 days out of the week. That fifth day you want to take a break, you're gonna say nope. You're going to the gym.
Damn.
You probably other great fighters posting up in the gym on their story type shit. And you don't want to be the only one that wasn't there. Whereas Bud on the All Access, the coach said, "I'm gonna make you say I quit today." I ain't see Bud say I quit, so I don't know how hard he really was getting pushed. I don't know.
Yeah, I do think Bomac's a really good trainer for the Keyshawn Davises and Crawfords for those styles. Like I don't think they can just take a random fighter under a wing and make them good. But for those styles, yeah.
Yeah, I see what you mean by that for sure. Derek James is definitely the better coach, but I think Bud still has a top tier camp for what he has surrounded by him too, and who he's sparring,
definitely,
and who he's keeping him sharp. I'm sure he's been sparring Shakur a lot, which is a nice little shot southpaw, but
he be getting work by Shakur though. But my source says he gets work.
Damn.
Maybe they call Robinski up in that gym, bro. Just sell shit out.
So that means Shakur is gonna work Spence.
Well, it was like around like last September. He was like really getting whooped in sparring, but that was like when he was out of shape. It was like because I remember it was when this fight was still being discussed, like when it's gonna happen, who
Right.
takes who's A side, who's B side. So he's just kind of off vacation. So he was just kind of like off vacation, and his first couple sparrings were rough according to gym sources.
Damn.
We were like, damn, Spence is gonna dog this dude.
I will say though, this is a decent card just because of them boy Isaac Pitbull. Or is Isaac Cruz on this bitch?
Yeah, he's the co-main.
Yeah, I would say Isaac Pitbull Cruz the co-main. I can't remember who he's fighting, but like I like Isaac Cruz. I mean, he's
that Tank rematch.
Yeah, he wants that Tank rematch so bad. So I feel bad for his opponent because like, and I feel like Pitbull's is gonna put his ass to sleep. I mean, he's gonna continue to put on some good ass performances, demanding.
Oh yeah, I agree. He's gonna put him out. I mean, 5 rounds, do the typical call out Tank, whatever. Same thing. I really do like. He's a really fun fighter to watch. You know what I'm saying? I wish he was more active. He hasn't fought since last September.
Yeah, it's been a little minute.
On the Andy Ruiz card, and that's when the
Luis Ortiz fight.
What if he fights Frank Martin?
I really want to. I really want to.
That's a good little fight because Frank Martin definitely just got tested last week.
Yeah, it's crazy because I was telling my homeboy the other day. I said, Frank Martin, he's not gonna look good in his next fight. I said he's not gonna look good. He still beats Keyshawn Davis, but you know what I'm saying. But like, he needs to be in there against someone who motivates him. That's a boring fighter with the awkward style. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So naturally, he's gonna look vulnerable, and that's how he looked.
And he came back though. You gotta give him credit for coming back in the championship.
And he knocked it out, yeah.
Strong.
No, he definitely finished strong, but I definitely would want to see him in a step up fight against someone like Isaac Cruz. No, it'd be tough.
Me too. Yeah,
and they'll line up perfect because Cruz just fine in like next week, and then last week was when Frank Martin fought. So like, bang.
I think they're setting up the Tank. If Devin and Tank doesn't fight, I think they're gonna set up the Cruz rematch.
I hope so. I think it'll be a good fight. And Cruz actually been in the ring with him, and he looked good the first fight. And I think he can just tweak a few things here and there, and he already knows what to do with. And Tank hasn't been able to work out. That boy's freed. He'll finally hit the gym again. So maybe we'll see.
He's been working out in jail, but he hasn't been like boxing working out. You know what I'm saying? Like he's been like doing nothing but like.
What is that? Like, he was in there for like what 40-something days?
Yeah, no, it was 90 days.
Oh, 90? I thought it was like 45 or some shit.
The judge ordered 90.
90 would be tough.
Well, he started serving it, but then the judge ordered him to go back to jail to serve the remaining. So it could have been like just 45 days, but altogether his sentence was 90 days.
Oh, okay, type shit.
On their ass too, clean with it. Demon home.
Yeah.
Hey man, all I gotta say is Bud is gonna take that shit to the crib, man. 2 times. Undisputed.
Hey, like they say, man, we Jamaican man.
Spence with a sweep.
Like we Jamaican man, and we smoke bud over here.
Hey,
oh yeah.
Are we double? So next week we'll double back with our official picks on this fight, and we'll talk the over under, and we'll have real betting odds that are probably gonna be closer to what.
So we're gonna do another like breakdown, right?
Yeah, like a more real breakdown.
Okay,
sure.
but.
Oh yeah, Kev. I had one question outside of boxing too. You've been watching whatchamacallit? Wait, hello?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. I thought y'all froze. Yo, y'all been watching Jujutsu Kaisen?
I haven't watched the new season yet, so don't spoil nothing.
Oh, I gotta watch the first season. I gotta tap in.
I'll tell you right now, this is gonna be one of the best seasons you'll ever see in anime history. Okay. Like this is like I'm sure I've
heard that like if the people manga reader buddies, they be talking about how just what they be reading is absolutely like bar none top tier.
You don't know? Wait. So you don't read? So I'm guessing you're.
I don't read. No, I don't read. Just watch. So like that like I've been letting it sit. I know the new season came out, but I'm letting it sit so I don't just watch like 1 or 2 episodes. I want to watch like 3 or 4 when I first sit down.
Yeah, that's gonna be hard because they're doing like 2-parters. So part 1 of the season's 5 episodes. Then the second part releases like a month after, and this season is gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
I won't spoil anything. I won't spoil. Oh, Kev, you definitely got to get on, bro. You know what, Kev? I'll put it in simple terms. It's like combine, like take Naruto and take Demon Slayer and just slam them together.
Say less. I'm tapping in.
Dude, bro, I'm saying they are boxing every episode, and the animation is 100%
Damn.
perfect.
Straight
they
boxing.
really, Marcus, do you watch anime?
Yeah, I wouldn't. Nah, I would say no, bro. Because honestly, I only watch a couple for real. So like, I ain't even gonna try to
Jujutsu
rep
Kaisen
that
will
I
change
do
your
watch.
mind. They is just scrapping every single episode.
Put a link in the chat. Put a link in the chat.
Yeah. Send me the link because I'll definitely tap in, bro. Because I love anime, but I just don't be tapping in like that deep.
Jujutsu Kaisen. Jujutsu Kaisen. Trust me, it'll probably be your. I'm sure, like y'all like Naruto, right?
Yeah, hell yeah, that's one of my top.
To me, well, obviously the fighting scenes are better than Naruto because Naruto has a lot of filler, but they scrap in every episode. It's really
shit.
and the power system is funny and cool at the same time.
And that one Ippo, I forget what is it? I forget how to say it, but the dude's name's Ippo, the boxing anime. I fuck with that one.
Hajime no Ippo?
Yeah, that one's my shit.
Let's close this motherfucker out, Paul, man. Paul, you got anything else for us, bro?
Now to stay tuned. Tuesday fight. Be there early, 8 a.m. Eastern. Japan's gonna have a fucking showdown of the century. I haven't seen nothing like this since Godzilla for them. Then
oh my god.
And then
really take over,
come
man.
back with fuck with us next week. I'm not sure if Gator Boy's gonna pull up for the second episode, or Kev. I know Kev might be bouncing around from town to town. But me and Marcus definitely be posted here. Hopefully Gator Boy will join. Hopefully Kev's gonna be there. But we'll have the official Bud versus Spence picks, the over under, and some of the bets that we're eyeing for that weekend.
I know that boy Marcus is gonna be hot when his boy lose, but we're not gonna talk about it. We're not gonna talk about it.
Hey, man.
Marcus gonna be mad.
He's talking about Fulton, Kev. I mean, Mark. He's talking about Fulton.
Oh yeah.
You sleep.
There's always next time for Terence Crawford.
I'm talking about
there's always
both.
Next time.
I'm talking about both. Capital B, capital O, capital F.
Nah, Spence is gonna be looking for his teeth again. You know when Jit was bouncing off the ropes looking for his teeth, he's gonna be picking up his teeth next time. Stop playing with that boy. Bud's gonna pick his ass out the water.
That nigga ain't slick.
He's gonna be on alert. It's cool.
He watched the pivot interview. That nigga ain't slick. He watched the whole.
That boy Finding Nemo talking about big fish. That boy Nemo, bro.
Stop
playing with him.
You do that? That nigga watched the pivot interview. You ain't slick, nigga. You watch the Spencer interviews. You be watching Spencer interviews, nigga. You ain't slick, nigga.
Oh man, it's funny, man. Big Bud.
But hey, man, it's gonna be.
Bo McCoy's in the towel.
But
damn, you're tripping.
But it's been a motherfucking vibe, man. This is the full motherfucking house, totally blitz style, man. If you didn't know, my name is Kev Waterboy's boy. I'm in this bitch with Paul Pick and Wyndham Council. We're in this bitch with Marcus Primetime Penley. And we're in this JP Gator boy himself, man. We appreciate that boy for coming through, man. And if you didn't know, I don't mind telling you again that this has been a Totally Blitz podcast. You bitch.